What's up guys, PPD here and welcome to episode 25 of my road to Manchester City. We're starting off this episode by taking a look at our transfer list. We're currently at 375,000 coins, which is a pretty good amount going into the Black Friday market crash. And we are selling off some cards over here that we weren't using, and we also went ahead and made a pretty nice trade on Victor Moses, who did get an inform, and his price went up because of the Hazard challenge, and I got him for right there, as you can see, 26,000 coins. Ended up selling him for 40,000. Sorry that I didn't get to show you guys me bidding, but it was on the web app and it was late at night, so I couldn't really record it. But yeah, got him for 26, as you saw, sold him for 40, pretty nice profits. And then I went ahead and listed Bravo. This was Thursday night, so this was before the challenge even came out, so I cashed out pretty early on the Moses because I was scared that once the challenge did come out, Moses would actually drop a lot because a lot of people invested in him. So that's why I sold him on Thursday rather than when the challenge came out on Friday. Bravo, I was just trying to see if I can sell him to a lazy buyer, but it didn't end up happening. However, Bravo did actually end up going for like 70 or 80k once the Hazard challenge came out. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I'm kind of glad I didn't sell him for 70k on Thursday, because we would have made profit anyways, but we would have had to buy him back if I were to buy him back on Friday or Saturday for a pretty inflated price. He is back down though to like 58, so probably could have made some profit and rebought him, but it is what it is, whatever. We then go ahead and do the marquee matchups. These also came out on Thursday, and it was perfect for us because there was some very good packs as the rewards for these challenges. And not only that, but we had most of the players, so we spent little to no coins on doing all 4 challenges, which is absolutely great. And I'm just going to quickly read out what the rewards were for these challenges. So I'm not sure which one is like connected to which one, but one of the challenges gave you a 15k pack, another one gave you a 15k pack, then one gave you a 25k pack, and then another gave you a 25k pack, I believe, or one of them gave you a 45k pack, and then the reward for completing all of them was a 25k pack, or vice versa. Point of the matter is, we get 125,000 coins worth of packs for pretty much absolutely nothing because we had most of the players, and that is just one of the many benefits of hoarding a lot of players. And we're going to go ahead and open up the packs, but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and open up the silver 2-player pack because I did do a bronze upgrade. We do get ourselves a Colombian silver guy, who obviously is not useful to us right now because there is nothing to do with the Colombian players. However, in the future, you never know. Just in case we ever do need him, we have him as an untradeable right there. And I started off opening the packs from right to left because I figured that the ones all the way to the right were actually the worst ones, and I wanted to go from worst to best. Well, it turns out the best packs are actually all the way to the right, and the worst packs are down to the left. So we started off right away by opening up the 45k pack, and we get 2 Movember cards in one pack, which I was pretty happy about. But then a few seconds later, it sinked in that they're worth absolutely nothing. It's Monday, and there's still no challenges that involve the Movember cards. So as nice as it is to get 2 Movember cards in a pack, it's only 20,000 coins, which honestly isn't that bad, but it was a 45k pack, so I was expecting a little bit more. But we can't complain. Free coins because we had the players. We'll go ahead and open up the second pack. I believe this is a 25k pack. Not a bad pull. We get ourselves Varane over here, who I actually contemplated using for my team for the weekend league because I did have to use a bit of a French triangle. You will be seeing that later for the team. So getting Varane from a pack, and I had bought him actually, so getting him in the pack was pretty cool because I could just sell the one I had, and that'd be great. But I don't think I end up using Varane, to be honest, because I just didn't want to use Varane when I could use Smalling and Koscielny, but we'll see that later. The second 25k pack ends up giving us Karius. Pretty poor pack if I'm honest, but you never know. I guess these players are good to have in the club. We also get an MLS player right here. I don't think he goes for anything. I don't end up checking the price because I just don't have room in the transfer list. It was so annoying. However, I have sorted out that problem, by the way. You're going to see later on how I sorted it out because it's just so annoying having a full transfer list. But we go ahead and open up the 15k pack. We get ourselves Kieran Gibbs. Once again, not a great pull. Would have liked something better, but it is what it is. Gotta remember that these packs were free, so can't complain. We do get a squad fitness card, which was great, but that squad fitness card actually made me go check how many fitness cards I had, and I actually ended up having 3. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? How does this happen? And then I remembered that since we got Gold 1, the packs that we got gave us mainly players. So unlike the last weeks where we got Gold 2 and Gold 3, we didn't get a lot of squad fitness cards from the packs. So I was like, what? I'm never going to get Gold 1 again just because it didn't give me fitness cards. But obviously I was joking. But yeah, I actually had to go out and buy some squad fitness cards because I only play with one team. So that was a bit annoying, but I can't really complain. I mean, the 100k packs that we got from Gold 1 were pretty solid, so that's not going to push me away from going for Gold 1, obviously. But we go ahead and take a look at the transfer targets. These guys over here, Borussia Mönchengladbach, who we're actually going to play either, I think it's tomorrow, in the Champions League. I should know that, but I have so many silly things going on. And I also went ahead and bought some Racing players, and that is because I'm predicting them to be in the next marquee matchup. Might not happen, but if it does happen, the silver players do tend to go for a lot. But by the way, the Colin and the Mönchengladbach players that I bought, I thought they were going to be in the marquee matchups. Didn't end up happening, but they'll still be useful at some point. Then we went ahead and took a look at our transfer list. I did end up selling Mobakani or whatever his name is from Hull for 10,000 coins, and that is because he is a requirement for the Hazard challenge. Ended up making profit on Company that we bought for 32,000, sold him for 48,000. Also made profit on Lukaku, who doesn't even get the chance to play for our team in FUT Champions because I sold him way too quick. But we made profit on him, and I was pretty happy with that. So we cashed out. We sold all our Fontes, by the way. We lost money on some. We made money on some. Honestly, I don't know what ended up happening, if we made profit or not after selling all of them. If we broke even, you know what? I'm not even mad. If we lost some money, probably wasn't a lot. And if we made money, it probably wasn't a lot. So just glad I cleared out all those Fontes out of my transfer list. Now we have a little bit more room and don't have to deal with that nonsense once we open packs. Do end up selling Varane right there because he was a duplicate. And after that, we weren't done just yet with the packs because there was one more challenge I wanted to do, and that was the Stade Rennais League 1 challenge that I forgot to do a few episodes back. It is a pretty inexpensive one, and it does give you a 12.5k pack, which isn't too bad. I think I ended up spending like 5,000 coins to do it, so that's not too bad. However, like the 12.5k packs don't tend to be that good in terms of rewards. But it's still a decent pack, and I feel like opening packs. I just love opening packs, especially when they're this cheap or even free this year in FIFA. So we're going to go ahead and open that, and then we're going to jump into our FUT Champions run to see how we can get started. But we go ahead and we pack another Movember card. This time it's Clint Dempsey, and at this point I'm thinking I'm kind of like losing my excitement over packing these things. I mean, if I'm going to pack one, I'd rather it be Lacazette, Matuidi, or Luis Gustavo. There's another one. Oh, yeah, Ibra, obviously. But at least we're not getting duplicate Movember cards. At least we're getting different ones every time. But yeah, Dempsey doesn't go for anything. We also do pack a Stade Rennais player, which I found pretty funny because we literally just handed that guy in. And from the pack that we got as a reward for completing that challenge, we got a Stade Rennais player who I end up selling, and I probably shouldn't have because there's currently a challenge for a lone Matuidi, but hopefully we have enough players to do that one. But yeah, time for FUT Champions. We go into a FUT Champions game. We're currently at 6 games played, 4 wins, 2 losses. The pretty usual start for us when it comes to FUT Champions, and we're looking to make it 5-2 in this game over here. But before that, take a quick look at the team. We're rocking a 4-3-3-4. Not too fond of this formation. I mean, it's not bad, but I'd rather play with the 4-3-2-1. But I did have to end up playing with this for a little bit. I had to switch formation a bunch of times throughout the games because of the requirements and because of the chemistry. I don't want on anybody less than 9 chemistry. So we had to do a little French triangle between Ribery, Kurzawa, and Schneiderlin. So that is why we had to play with the 4-3-3-4. We jump into a game, and what do you know? Our opponent also has a 4-3-3-4, except I think he has a better team. I'm pretty sure Czech is on low chem there, but it doesn't seem to matter. A lot of people played with players on 6 chem, and I feel it didn't matter. So that's something I'm going to keep in mind for the future, because if it doesn't matter, then why am I forcing myself to play with players I don't really want to play with? But yeah, he did have Legend Overmars, by the way. And I kind of want to do the Overmars challenge because he's such a good player to have. But it's just too much money for those players that you need. However, there is a Legend single player tournament at the moment. It's on professional difficulty. I'm not too sure how I would fare against professional, which is kind of embarrassing to say. But I might end up doing it because the prize is a lone legend. And I really want to go hard next weekend on the FUT Champions because this weekend didn't go too great. But we'll look more into that later on in the episode and next episode. So yeah, definitely might do that Legend Cup and see, but I don't know. It all depends how I'm feeling, really, because I honestly hate playing the AI. But yeah, we get this game started with a 1-0 lead. Our opponent has a great chance to equalize it right there at the end of the half. However, Butland does come up with a pretty big save right there. He gets a corner. Diego Costa with a fake shot tries to look for open space. However, Ribery does well to steal it, and the ref blows for halftime. And I should probably talk about the team. Ribery really annoyed me. Like, he wasn't that great. There was a time with this team where I think I played a 4-3-2-1, right? And I had Martial in the left wing role and Zonzi as left center mid, and then Schneiderlin in the center, which I didn't want to do because it's way too defensive. But I had to do it because of the requirements of 3 leagues. So there was that, and then I switched to a 4-3-3-4. I said, you know what, Ribery must be a good player. Let's do this. It works, and I can always bring on Nzonzi later for Schneiderlin. But Kurzawa was actually amazing, to be honest. I expected him to be a pretty average left back, but he really proved himself. The biggest problem was just my left wing. I tried Coleman also, by the way. Ribery, Coleman, they just weren't doing it. And I can't wait till we can have a better team because I feel like that is really going to improve our results in FUT Champions. But yeah, we do end up doing some subs right there. And what was I going to say? We still have the 1-0 lead. And our opponent is looking for an equalizer over here. Poor defending by me. And he does end up grabbing the equalizer right there. Makes it 1-1. And that is going to tie the game in the 60th minute. So that was pretty annoying that right after I switched formation, I concede. But I was playing with the formation. I am more comfortable. The 4-3-2-1. And over here in the 62nd minute, Kurzawa does well right there to outmuscle and steal the ball off our opponent. We would go on the counterattack over here. Sane to Gundogan. Gundogan with a horrific pass right there to Remy. And Remy was another one of those players that just... I can't wait till we have a good striker like Aguero or something, because he was just like so average, and he was another one that I had to have in there because I'm pretty sure that if I didn't, Ribery wouldn't have gotten full chem even with the link to Schneiderlin and Kurzawa, which is really annoying. But we do end up grabbing the lead right there from a Remy header. Talking crap about him, what he does score right there. And we make it 2-1. And after that, our opponent paused it. I'm assuming he was going to do subs, so I took the chance to make some subs. Also, went ahead and brought on Martial for Sane. And the reason I didn't bring on Martial for Ribery was because at this point, I didn't really realize that Ribery was awful for me. This was like his first or second game, so that is why. Sane's pretty solid too, but he's just so hit or miss for me too. That's another thing. I can't wait till I have a better winger because Sane is, I don't know, he either has a good game where he scores 2 goals and we win because of that, or he just misses these stupid chances. And, you know, I can't really complain he is a 79 rated card, but then again, Renato Sanchez is rated 78 and he's an absolute monster and he shreds me around the pitch the whole game. But whatever. We end up winning that game though. We hold on. As you saw right there, our opponent almost equalized in the 90th minute. I almost had a heart attack right there in that game. But we end up winning. Funny, because he does end up bringing Tevez at left wing, which I found a bit strange. But yeah, we end up winning that game. Next episode, I'm not going to show you guys FUT Champions because I do want to get the city team more involved. But that is going to conclude this episode, guys. My name is PibbyDeed, and I'm out.